Hi, Donovan Woods here.
Hey, it's me, Tom Power.
We're here to tell you about our brand new podcast. It's called The Big Five.
So, Donovan, what is The Big Five?
Yeah, exactly. What is The Big Five? That's what The Big Five is all about. Every week, Tom and I will sit down with a special guest and dive into new topics, debating things like, what are the Big Five farm animals? The Big Five types of hat? The Big Five guys named Paul?
Martin, Revere, Mezcal, McCartney, John Paul II.
The debate is settled by a listener from somewhere across the country. It's like a game show.
It is a game show.
The Big Five, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Now, the other thing, I also am not a music lover like you guys are. Like you two, especially. Jason likes just finding new stuff and discovering things. But you two are music lovers. Like it doesn't matter what song, Jamie will know who it's by, and you're the same. I don't consume music most of my free time. I am not listening to music. I am listening. I'm watching things. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm more interested in information and storytelling. You guys are music fans.
Yeah.
So to love bands that aren't in my era, I don't care enough.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be hard for you, Chris and Jason, and it would be hard for me and Lou, because I'm not criticizing you here.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're Gen X's. I think there is an underlining
disdain for music
of
before
angst.
Yeah.
A general angst towards almost anything.
Yeah.
Coming from a generation X.
I guess so.
You know what I mean?
But people have often asked, name a perfect album. There isn't one. Even from my favorite band, there isn't one. There's always some shit song on there that I skip.
Always a skip.
Always.
You always have a skip?
There isn't one album I would listen to from front to back and say they're all quality.
Oh, Luke can think of 15 he would call perfect, at least. But that's because he's a music fan.
Because there's always a weaker song.
Of course. There's always one
has to be some filler.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Welcome to Hogwash.
Hogwash.
Hogwash. Hogwash. Hogwash.
You know what people do a lot on long weekends is listen to music.
Sure.
I love listening to music on long weekends.
I'm Chris Biggs.
I am Jason Barr.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Lou.
This is Hogwash. Long weekend coming up here in Canada.
Victoria Day weekend.
Where we celebrate her secrets.
Queen Victoria, and usually fireworks on rainy days.
Yes, it's the first sort of long weekend of the summer in our here in Canada. If you listen to us outside Canada, which we have a lot of people that do, so
they call it the unofficial start of summer, even though summer is not until sometime in June 21st.
It's called May 2-4 in some circles as well, because it was in around that time, and it was like when you would drink a 2-4 and get absolutely obliterated. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was kind of the.
And I bet if I went back and looked, like, we look at Christmases. Oh, every Christmas as a kid was a white Christmas. You go back and look at the historical.
Probably
not everyone was. But, like, I'm pretty confident saying 90% of my May 2-4 weekends were cold and rainy.
Awful weather.
Let's go camping on May 2-4.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Very few nice Victoria Day weekends.
Yeah, you get real lucky if you got a warm and dry Victoria Day.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because you were 17, hammered, and you did it no matter where it was. Different spot. Every sort of area has like a spot. There's one or two sort of locales where all the teens from miles and miles would go gather and be stupid. And
Central Ontario would have been Wasaga, I guess, would have been the most.
Sauble, Wasaga.
Muskoka. You get up there.
Muskoka, Calabogie up this way. I mean, there's some spots that everyone.
I thought you were talking about like the generic small town spots. Like we're going to meet at the Rock Cut tonight.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's those too. Yeah.
Like the soccer fields.
The small towns that everybody else would invade for some reason on that one weekend and make the locals' lives absolutely awful for 3 days.
Also bring in a decent amount of income.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If they didn't trash or set their cottages on fire.
Nobleton, in my town, we had a pretty sweet parade on the Monday and then fireworks Monday night. And they were pretty good. The firemen put a lot of money into it, you could tell. And then it was always done in the elementary school parking lot. Huge parking lot. No, the soccer field. So then on the Tuesday, we'd all be going up and picking up the caps and stuff and think that they were like bullets.
Did COVID wreck group fireworks? Like, are there still big gatherings of people that put on big fireworks?
I imagine there are.
Or
It's just outdoors. It was.
No, I know, but I don't know. It just seems like everyone in the neighborhood is doing it now. Like when there's a
Oh, I see.
feels
Anybody
there's
with sand and a bucket can do it.
Yeah, everyone just wants to.
I think the pop-up shops might have ruined that. How you can go
Yeah,
to Kaboom
maybe.
Fireworks and buy the killer
Like
for
our
$50
town-
or whatever.
expensive.
Fireworks names are amazing.
Our townhouse complex, because we used to be in a ravine, so the whole complex would kind of pitch in, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone, and then there would just be two or three dads down there with a couple of buckets of sand firing, and we all just, but the whole complex
Yeah.
would do it together. And now it just seems like every backyard sort of does their own little cheap version. It doesn't seem as fun.
Some places have outlawed fireworks. Some towns, you're not allowed to set them off.
Because of the noise or because of gathering or
All of it.
Fire risk? Is there fire risk?
All of it. There was no specific.
That's
They would
that's
fire them off not just on like specific holidays.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so they just banned them all together.
I mean, have you even been a teenager if you didn't play tag with Roman candles? Like, it wasn't
Yeah,
that the whole...
I used to do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of my favorite uses for fireworks. I don't really.
Like I've been hit in the back, and other guys have been. I somehow miraculously, no one ever got hit in the eye. You know what I mean? You got in the shoulder, upper chest.
I hit my friend Peter in the head once, but side of the head.
Yeah.
From a distance. He just like rubbed it and it was good.
Yeah, they're
He was
really
running.
hard to aim.
Oh, they'll go squiggly on you.
Yeah. You got a favorite long weekend, Lou?
Favorite long May 24 is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, where does that rank in your Canadian long weekends?
Could be number 1.
Really, eh?
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's the most underrated long weekend is the August civic holidays.
That's a great long
You
weekend.
forget about it, and
And
it's
any of
nice.
those hot weather ones are my favorite. The dumbest one is Family Day. Why would you
Agreed.
put that in February?
And we don't even have one in June.
Yeah,
we
I
have
should've
no
stuck
long
Family Day
weekends
in June.
They should just thrown it in June.
Because they try to trick you by thinking, well, it's basically June, even though it's July, because Canada Day.
Yeah.
They try and
but-
trick you that the end of June, but it's not. We should have one near the beginning of June.
Yeah, like second week of June.
Yeah.
So then you have one middle of May, middle of June,
Yeah.
early August, end of August, and then you're done. And there's your
Yeah.
summer.
Now, Labor Day is always a little bittersweet because
Yeah, even now that I haven't been in going to a school for many decades, I still get this weird feeling in my stomach with
On Monday night?
I think I have to go get school supplies
Yeah.
or new clothes.
and the smell, you can smell
Yeah.
the new binders or something.
What grade did the first day of school stop being like that sort of weird combo of, I gotta go back to school, but I get to see my butt? Like the excitement, there's a lot of excitement in the first day, whether you call it
remember that.
negative
Yeah,
or
you get to see
positive.
your friends again. Yeah, of
Like
course.
10,
Was
once
it-
you could drive, for sure.
Yeah, once you could drive and
or somebody was driving.
because I'm trying to think when I stopped having like summer friends and school friends. Because like with baseball, you would have like your summer buds, and you'd spend most of the summer with them. So yeah, so then it's probably when I just stopped playing baseball, which is like grade 9 or 10. And then, and like you said, you could drive, so you could go see your buddies, you could find each other.
Sure.
Pagers and cell phones were just starting to like become a
Pagers,
thing.
yes.
So like you could communicate constantly and find each other easier in that summer, so you didn't have to have like your playing, summer boys.
Yeah, they would page you, Chris. I need a dime.
Yeah, I mean, there was some of that. There's some requests. I love handing out change. I was a big change guy.
Always had change in his pocket,
But
sometimes a quarter.
yeah, sometimes a quarter.
I golfed with a kind old man years ago. I asked him what he did, and he said I was a drug dealer.
Oh yeah.
And he said once weed became legal, he said my lawyer told me if you get pinched from here on out, there's nothing I can do for you. And so he's like, so once weed became legal, he was able to retire.
Like he literally was a weed dealer. That was his
Yeah.
profession.
Yeah. And,
must have
and he
moved a
was
lot
like
of
a
weed to
kind
be a-
grandpa looking guy. Yeah. What timing for his life. And like, he did it. He had a golf course membership. He seemed well off. Like
He was high all the
must have
time.
moved
Probably.
a lot of weed then to be like rolling that with a membership and being able to retire.
I guess so.
Yeah, weed dealer. If you just were a weed guy, you were probably a pretty decent guy. I mean, like, there's a lot of because weed dealers were in every school, every town. Weed ones. I mean, every town, and it was sometimes it was just dudes who just wanted to make enough to smoke their own weed. Sometimes it was.
The big ones usually had some unsavory connections, so that kind of put a little. You know what I mean? They were always kind of nervous of their connections, but you're right. They're all
The
probably
weed
pretty
industry
good guys.
wasn't a dangerous industry
No.
full of hard ass criminal. Like it's not. I mean,
It's not like heroin.
massively. Yeah, or coke or heroin or crack.
Yeah,
I
you could
guess.
have like a whole wholesome weed dealer.
Sure.
Very much so.
Oh yeah.
Usually very friendly.
Especially the street level. They're just all hippies who just want to make enough to smoke their own weed.
Or they're really rich kids.
Yeah.
Like
You can
somehow who lived in
buy-
their parents' guest house. One of those guys here.
You
We're
can
like,
buy
what?
an ounce and they have a whole guest house to hide it in and break it up and sell it off. But yeah.
It's a part of life that you don't think about that often. When you'd have to like I think in radio, moving to new cities, having to find a connection.
For weed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't have
I
to
forget
anymore.
about that. Yeah, you don't have to anymore. You go to the store.
Yeah.
But I do remember in Peace River, Alberta, that was where I got my first radio job.
Is it the shittiest place you've ever lived?
Peace River.
It's a lovely place.
No, but I get, you know what I
Where
mean.
people
like-
go to peace out.
or was Northern British Columbia. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Population 6,000 at in Peace River.
Peace River? Oh,
But,
wow.
yeah, the guy told me
pretty
to
big.
meet him in a parking lot, and then he got into my passenger seat.
Oh.
How did he get there? From his car?
Yeah,
Oh.
walked over and then got into my passenger seat. Never met him before in my life.
Yeah.
But and then I remember he was hitting me up with the rules like very intensely.
Really?
Like no amounts on the phone. That's an
for
example of a
weed?
guy that dealt weed that wanted to feel
Like a top end.
Yeah,
like a
drug dealer.
narcos,
Like
yeah.
anyone
A bigger
cared.
fish than he was, right?
Like the cops didn't know who the guy in the town of 6,000 people was selling the weed.
Meeting in the center of a parking lot, getting out into someone else's car.
It'd be hard to crack that case.
Yeah. No, we're just trading Pokemon cards.
And we caught this kid with $20 of weed in his pocket. How do we find out who the dealer is? Follow him for one day. The one car that pulls up to him is the dealer in the town.
One more quick weed story.
Okay.
Now this is legalization has happened. And it was the start of the pandemic. I was in Calgary. And so everyone's on edge because the pandemic just started. And weed is now an essential service. From being illegal
Yes.
a year ago
To now
being
an
An
essential
essential.
Yes, that's true.
They stayed open.
To tell you what a joke essential service were, we were also deemed
That's right.
an essential service.
I was cleaning out the glove box of my car,
Paperwork.
and I found the letter that we had given to us from the radio station stating that we were essential and we were allowed to be on the road.
Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah.
We also
that's
got
crazy.
danger pay. We got
Yeah.
remember we got a little boost in
Yeah.
pay for what, 6,
It's like
7
an
months?
extra $5 an hour or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me your
Which is
papers,
wild.
please. Do you have the papers? Are you allowed to be on the road? Yes,
What a
I had a
time.
letter from my employer.
Do you guys think Remembrance Day should be a holiday?
It used to be like when I was really young, we would get the
Really?
day off, and then they rescinded that, saying people didn't take it seriously, and they wanted us to be in school to learn about Remembrance Day. So you didn't do all the regular school activities. You did Remembrance Day, like assemblies and theme classes
Sure.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah, because
it's
people.
not the worst.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
as an adult.
As an adult, I wish I had it off.
yeah.
yeah,
A lot of people do. That's the
But-
thing, especially in
but-
Ottawa.
like, but do you want it off because of the day, or do you just want another day off?
day off.
Well, then I don't
Yeah.
want it in November.
No, but that's that is the day. The
Well,
day is
that's
the
what
day.
I'm saying. But why do you
should
want it
be-
off though? Because you want to sit at home and think about.
Yeah, can't we remember
soldiers
Pearl
that-
Harbor? Wasn't that in June,
Like,
December.
December? Oh, never mind then.
but like, I mean, if you want to honor the day, then okay, fine. But I don't think people want another day off to honor the day. Not to be a dick, but
No,
I
they
mean,
want it
you
off
can
to get it
honor,
off.
You can honor the day and be at
Sure,
work. I
of
mean,
course.
and you probably would honor it more because you'd be around people talking about it. You do, at 11:11, everyone would stop down.
Yeah.
You remember what time it was. So, but if you just want to give me another day off, I don't want it in November. More stack them in the
Remembrance
summer,
Day
man.
solemn.
Stack them in the summer. Give me all the days off in
yeah.
the summer.
If you also want to add one in November, I'll take it.
Well, let's do. Okay, how about this then?
I would love American Thanksgiving.
Yes. How about they give us the Thursday, Friday?
Of
American
Thanksgiving here or
Thanksgiving.
American
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? We move our Thanksgiving to America's. I don't like how close
It's too
American
close to
Thanksgiving is to Christmas.
Yeah.
I like the space.
It's
They
their
should
kickoff.
move. They should move their Thanksgiving to our
ours,
Thanksgiving.
and then we do it Thursday, Friday that whole weekend.
I love American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, me
It's
too. I used
colder.
to.
I like it.
I used to take kids to hockey tournaments every American Thanksgiving, so it was always fun because you drive down on the Thursday when there was absolutely zero traffic because it was Thanksgiving Day, and the only places open were like the Cracker Barrel. And it was nice because it's their kickoff to Christmas. Like you don't.
Well, that's
mind
what
it.
I mean.
Like, I don't hate it.
I don't mind. You're right. Like it does. There's a benefit to having our Thanksgiving and our Christmas far enough apart so that we can kind of get two sort of seasons of family and fun. But then there's also, it kind of does bookend bookend it nicely. Like
Yeah.
it makes that time
Thanksgiving and then New Year's is the end.
That's
of the
their
whole thing.
little packed family, whatever holiday season is a much tighter. Like that's the official kind of window. Where ours is like, well, when does when does Christmas?
What is ours
season
based
start?
on? Our Thanksgiving is
No
it the
idea.
moon?
The
Because
moon.
sometimes
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it's October 6th. Sometimes it's the 18th. Like
Whatever
you know what I mean?
Sunday is. It's whatever Sunday.
Thank you.
Here, I'll look
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, look it up.
Because I wouldn't mind if we just said, "Hey, here's Canadian Thanksgiving, third weekend, the weekend before Halloween." Let's say,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. I don't know. I want it a little later because sometimes it's a little warm.
Yep.
You might get a like a mild Thanksgiving. And you have to take your sweater off while we're looking at leaves.
Yeah, if there are any, if it's too.
Certainly after
But I would
you
love
eat
the fr-
Okay.
any work of a sweat.
Canadian
love a
Thanksgiving.
four-day weekend.
Outside.
Canadian Thanksgiving is officially scheduled on the second Monday in October. So there you go. So you just wanted
So that's
the third.
always the second one.
Yeah.
Second Monday, really?
Yeah, you just wanted the third then.
Want to bump it 1 week.
I
Canada
guess it's
Day.
the-
And
yeah.
what is the American Thanksgiving based on?
Third weekend, right?
Yeah.
No, it's further from us than one weekend.
No, third weekend of November.
Of
I think.
November.
So
Okay.
this
Or is it
year,
last weekend.
October 11th is Thanksgiving Sunday.
Okay, so
in-
pretty late. So that's almost as late as it could be.
Yeah, like the month would have to start on the Sunday previous, right?
And you'd prefer it the next weekend, so it would be on the 18th.
Yeah, I don't know why. Weather, the weather.
Canada Day. Am I making this up? I feel like I recall a few years where it was on a Wednesday and that was the holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time.
that sucks
That is
when it's
so
like that.
frustrating.
Wherever it falls. It's
Wherever
just-
it falls. Yeah,
This is July 1st.
Yeah.
but then you'll get the stat. If it's on a weekend, you'll get the Monday.
Okay. Okay.
But some places will give it to you on the Friday, depending on your company.
It
but
should
yeah,
always
wherever
be
it
like the
falls.
first Monday in July or something
Yeah.
like that. That's how it should
All
be.
holidays should be like
Yeah.
that.
I always prefer the Monday off, not the Friday.
Yeah. But whatever, just the first,
Yeah.
like whatever this Monday or Friday on this weekend every year. Mm-hmm. Like the middle of, I know Canada Day, it's a date. Like Americans
Same.
have July 4th.
Yeah,
we have
same.
July 1st. But I mean, the celebration should be, all right, well, it's Canada Day today, but we have this Monday off,
on the
off.
weekend because we're gonna have a big
Yeah.
time on the weekend. Okay.
yeah. I think it should be like a Victoria Day.
Yeah.
I also think everyone should be given Easter Monday. Like, why just the schools and government?
Anytime
You know,
the
give us-
kids are off, parents should be off.
Yeah.
Well, what I loved about that growing up was it was the 4-day weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
The quad.
It's fantastic.
And why can't that exist in the working world?
It's so
for
silly.
adults? Why, like one quad weekend?
Yeah, but a bunch of people still get it off. I
No,
would like that
unions.
one.
Anyone with a union gets it off, basically.
Because I don't mind Good Friday.
You know who did mind Good Friday?
Yeah, Jesus.
Jesus.
It was a terribly named holiday.
I mean, it was good for some folks.
Yeah, for Pontius Pilate,
The Romans were pretty excited about it.
but maybe not. Wasn't he? Didn't he like get all upset?
Maybe
Pontius Pilate didn't
Pilate?
I kill himself eventually.
I don't know if he killed himself, but he washed his hands, being like, "You guys are crazy, bloodthirsty mob. I have nothing to do with this. But if you want, that was.
But if
his,
you want, these are right over there.
yeah,
I think Easter Monday was probably worse for Jesus when he had to deal with his girlfriend. Oh, so you died for 3 days?
Yeah, she didn't
Really?
believe anything.
Okay,
about
sure
that.
you did.
And that's why he left again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he went back on Monday, right?
Yeah, I'm moving back with my dad. This
Yeah.
is annoying.
He came back Sunday, and then he's like, "Good Christ,
died.
woman."
I died. What do you mean?
Oh, I can't even die anymore.
I died for you, for all of you.
Sure, Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure
whatever.
you did.
What's her name?
You're probably just making wine again.
name? Why do you smell like lavender? What's your name?
And he actually wasn't even named that. That's what it was invented. He just went, Jesus Christ. And then he went, and then someone heard him mutter that, and then he went up again.
wow.
Yeah. That's it. We figured
Just a
it
different
out.
guy, really.
Yeah.
Just a different guy with a beard and sandals.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So I'm out of here. That was him ascending.
like a Star
Like a
Trek.
Yeah.
Three Stooges combo.
Yeah.
Not all wings and flames.
No,
just
no way. I do like how common joking about it has become in culture. Like the T-shirts you can get, like straight risen, and it's and it's him Jesus dunking a
Yeah,
basketball.
he is risen.
He's risen,
With
or like
RIZZ.
That's awesome.
rise and grind, and he's on a skateboard.
Yeah.
I love that kind of humor. I love a biblical meme.
Yeah, sure.
Because they're funny and they also rile people
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
My
Some of the-
favorite one
my
is
favorite things.
the one you see around the holidays, and it's like so baby Jesus and Mary and then Joseph and Joseph's wearing a T-shirt that says, "I'm not the dad. I'm the dad who stepped up."
Yeah. I'm not the stepdad.
I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Now, there's another poor lady who had to explain herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mary.
Who? It's not mine? No, it's God's.
Yeah.
How would a man on this planet believe that?
I'm a virgin.
Would a man on this planet, even the most religious man, would a single person be like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, it's
Yeah,
God's.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, they wouldn't is the answer.
Yeah.
The Pope wouldn't believe it.
There's some pretty religious guys out there. I don't know, but you're right.
Strong man.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
but
guy.
yeah, people believe a lot of shit.
yeah.
I was like, in this room, no one would believe it. But.
No.
You know
way too cynical in this room.
And even Joseph there, he had to go through what we went through in the birthing room. Like he had just probably a little bundle of hay. Like we had that terrible chair that we had to like sleep in. You know what I mean? His version of the hospital chair where the husband has to sleep was just a
hay.
rotting hay with bugs.
I guarantee it was more comfortable than the chairs they gave you at the hospital.
because he was at least able to lay down.
My wife sent me home like halfway through the night. She was like, "Get out of here!" Like,
Oh, yeah?
because the chair was like,
It's awful.
it was like trying to sleep in this chair.
Yeah.
like I'm not even kidding. I was,
And then they're waking you up every 10 minutes.
I wouldn't leave, but she was like,
But so you're bitching and moaning after she gave birth? She
I didn't
said, I've
bitch
had
at
enough.
all.
Oh.
She would just look at me and be like, "I can't look at you.
Oh.
Like you look ridiculous. Get out of here."
I had planned for the event, so I brought snacks and stuff because I knew it was going to be long, and my wife got very mad at me because I
Grabbing
was
snacks?
I was eating like a pastrami sandwich, and
Like a
the-
picnic basket. She
and
just
the-
pulls out a full picnic
and the
basket.
smell of the pastrami sandwich to my pregnant wife just made her
Such an ass.
enraged. Enraged.
How's it going over there? Great. And like Jason's setting up
What do
a
you want me to
picnic.
do? I can't push forward. Want me to push on her
Jason's
stomach?
got a gravy boat and he's carving a turkey
Wait a
or
minute.
something.
You were eating it while she was in labor, not after?
Not after. Not while the baby was coming out.
But while
like,
she was in like contractions, you're busting out a sandwich?
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff?
a long
You're
time. I was
serious.
hungry.
If you're at a football game, you're going to stop eating while the play's going on.
Yeah.
You're going to have your hot dog there eating it.
If you're in the play,
I
don't
was
eat a
not. He's-
sandwich.
I
watching.
wasn't doing anything. I was just there for support. I offered her some.
He was the camera guy.
I
She didn't want
offered-
any.
I offered.
She didn't want any pastrami.
want a piece? You want
Yeah,
a piece of this?
that's what I was
She's pushing.
talking with your mouth full. Like, you're doing great.
Some crumbs are falling on.
You're doing really good.
I was sick, so like, I was dying ill. Not from the pregnancy, just from a flu. And the nurses kept reaching over and like handing me tissues and stuff, and it was making my wife
Oh,
crazy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, she's
This
like,
pussy.
but I wasn't asking for them. I was just sitting. I was sitting there like I was really sick. Like I thought I was gonna pass out because whatever, the energy and the
Yeah.
heat
Well, it's a
and everything
stressful
too
event.
stressed. I was like, and I,
Giving birth is very stressful for a man. Yeah.
and I'm being I'm being very supportive and giving, realizing it doesn't matter how sick I am, who cares? Like she's pushing life through her vagina, and but the nurses kept being like, "Here, it's okay. Here, you'll be fine." And she was getting so mad that they were giving me all this attention.
This is a really hard day.
my day. Yeah.
They're
But,
already calling you dad. The nurses, how they always call them.
Dad. Here's
Yeah,
a tissue.
yeah.
Yeah, my kid, my first son, I never remember. First saw my son, I'm like, that does not look like me, man.
Oh, the squashy alien. Of course it doesn't.
Yeah, no
But
kids.
he had real dark hair when he came out, and he was really his face. You're right, but now there's no doubt.
No,
he's
of course,
like,
yeah.
it looks exactly
exactly
me.
like you, yes.
But it's just I was like, oh, this doesn't look like me, man.
Yeah, you.
It has to go through every dad's head when they see their kid for
Then
the
you're like
first
secretly
time.
going to the nurse that gave you the tissue. Can you go grab a DNA test?
Yeah, can you do a blood test here?
Make sure that I just
kind of regret
wanna-
this anyways.
want to
Maybe I
make
can get
sure
out of
that
here.
I'm actually going to spend the money on the right kid here.
Yeah, exactly.
Before I
Plus,
spend anything.
like when the baby looks exactly like you, it's I mean,
Like, okay, so there's an actual thing. It's a real thing when somewhere in your genetic line years and years ago, there can be a thing,
Sure.
and a white couple can have a really dark-skinned
yeah.
child.
it's possible.
But like imagine the first thought. that
Well, of course.
goes through.
Well,
That's
because
not
that's
what you're
obviously
expecting.
not what you would expect.
Obviously not what you would expect.
Not that you're mad it's black
No,
or whatever.
it's
It's
no,
just, it's just
that's
it's
a curious
just shock.
situation.
Yes.
You're not black.
You're like,
And then there's
Wait a
some
minute here.
like Joseph Mary explaining to be done. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I'm,
Make sure,
I'm adopted. It could be my great grandfather.
Sure.
What do I know, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, it could have come out anything.
Smart.
well, let's not get carried away.
I said you came out smart.
No, I said my baby could have come out anything, and you said smart as if
No, I meant
you.
He meant you.
I was talking about you.
He meant
Did you call my autistic son stupid?
Absolutely not.
Is that what just happened right now?
Absolutely not.
Thank you for listening to
Hey,
Hogwash.
you know that. Jason knew what I was talking about.
I did. I took it as you, not your
Yes,
son.
because you said you're adopted.
I would have never.
No, now I feel bad. I'm deleting that part.
You should
I
feel
didn't
bad
say
for
shit.
other things, not that though.
Yeah, you should keep
Yeah,
that.
you've said way worse things.
All right.
Okay.
Did we miss any?
Holidays?
Well, New Year's
Holidays?
Day. Fuck off.
What?
New Year's Day.
You don't like New Year's Day?
I don't consider it a holiday for some reason because it's always part of our vacation. Like, you know what I mean?
It's too close to Christmas. You know what I mean?
It's exactly a week.
Well, like for holiday gapping, you mean, or just for
yeah,
like?
it should be like it should just be later on. You know what I mean? There should
No,
be another
again.
month in between.
Why pick a celebratory day that New Year's is and put it in the fucking winter? Like it makes
Yeah.
no sense.
When it become one
No,
year
I
becomes a
understand.
new year.
I get why.
Yeah, but we can make that anytime we want, Jamie.
yeah,
We're gonna
Humans
redo the
made
calendar?
Yeah.
Just say the New Year starts June 1st.
We can't even get people to agree on the price of fucking oil.
What
You're
do you
going to
mean agree?
change the calendar?
That
I
has to
guess
do with
everyone would
money.
agree.
Yeah, everyone would agree on cheap oil if it wasn't for a
but
few.
Yeah, that would be easy.
Big calendar. Would
No,
be
like
upset.
a better example for you, but like we can't even get people on daylight savings to agree. How are
Sure.
we going to get them
Okay.
to move? That would have been a better thing. If you want to say
Thank
it,
you.
I can cut out the part in between
Okay,
to
that'd
make
be
you
great.
sound smart.
Thanks.
I want to circle back to one thing that was said.
I want
in
you
this-
to never say that again.
I'm a circle backer.
Yeah.
We're talking about the pandemic and the taped off chairs, benches
Yeah.
in public parks. And I think that it would make for a really interesting coffee table book if you compile all the dumb stuff we did over the course of the pandemic.
We'll break the coffee table. It'll be too heavy.
And yeah, exactly.
Oh, like people putting on like full
Like overreacting to
All
things.
the things that we did in the name of safety and public safety that we can just look back and be like, what the hell were we thinking?
My father explained to me once about something in high school that I think kind of compares to how far. So they had a no hat rule in uniform, at his Catholic school. And I was like, why do you make the kids still wear uniforms? Like, this is ridiculous these days. And he said, it's great because the kids will fight us on the uniforms, feel like they're rebelling enough, and then they won't do worse things. Like, it's an easier thing for a kid who wants to just be a
like
little
hike
bit of
the
a
kilt up a
badass
little bit more.
to break the rules so that they feel like they're rebelling enough, but then they're
Smart.
not like doing worse things.
So there's an element
And
of that.
I think with COVID, it was like, let's go this far. Like, let's go insane with some of these ideas and rules that clearly aren't going to help or don't really do much. But people will like be like, yeah, I sat on that bench.
Yeah.
As opposed
Right.
to coughing in someone's open mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Which they
That's-
wouldn't have done prior to a pandemic anyway.
No, exactly. But if you put the line here, those that push back
Yeah.
will only come to here, and this is
No,
kind of
that's
where
fair.
we need
That's
to be.
very-
That's
Interesting.
an accurate,
Yeah.
Maybe.
accurate statement.
I
Or
think
you
that's
believe
good.
it's all nonsense, and you're going to still be mad about it a decade later. And,
Oh, people will be mad till they die.
I remember golfing with my dad that summer in 2020, and the guy, we drove there in the same truck.
But
My
you had
dad
your
picked
own
me
car.
up. And the guy said, "You guys live in the same house?" We went, "No." And he is my dad. he's in my bubble or whatever
Yeah.
we'd say. And he's like, "Yeah, you can't share the same cart." The same open air golf cart
Ridiculous.
when we
Yeah.
drove in the truck together.
Yeah. No,
and the
stuff
guy
like
was
that.
even kind of being a dick about it, like, "Don't let me see you riding in that cart today."
Yeah.
And I
Chase
walked,
you
and my
down.
dad was in the cart the whole time. I'm walking beside,
Because you didn't want to pay for your
I
own.
was getting a second cart.
shaking hands after that. I'm not gonna pay him for a second cart.
Oh, okay.
What if you just stood on the back? Is that
Yeah.
far enough away?
Yeah, but he's
Wouldn't-
breathing
it
in the
wouldn't
wind.
fly,
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh, that's
fly.
true. Yeah.
How many putts did you drop because it would hit the little
pool
thing,
noodle?
the pool noodle inside? Like, that went in.
I was never better than those 3 years.
Pool noodle golf. Me and Chris got to share a cart, but they put a big thing of plastic in between, and you couldn't fucking breathe. We played Metcalf. We played
Oh, right.
Metcalf
They
and
have the
Cova, and they
divider,
put the plastic divider.
in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it like cut off even though
Any
there's wind at the
circulation.
front, there was nothing coming from the side. It felt like a hot box.
Yeah.
Imagine getting COVID from touching the pin on the green. He died of COVID last week golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the virus was on the flagpole.
Catching anything from just touching something is
Yeah,
that'd be
you-
the worst. Like you're designed to
You
go.
can.
Like,
You
you're-
can get it.
of
I was gonna
course
say,
you
Lou,
can.
are you denying the transmission of disease through touch?
Contact?
No, I was a grocery washer for a couple weeks. Like I can't I can't act like
You
I
wash bread and stuff.
I didn't wash my bread.
What if they touched it before they put it in the bag?
People were.
No, I saw
No, I
someone
know.
spraying their onions with
Yeah, yeah.
Lysol and stuff like that.
I mean, there was two immediate reactions to the whole thing. One is go overboard and make sure because
Yeah.
everyone's afraid. It's just fear of something you don't know. And the other one was people thought who don't like authority or anyone didn't want to be told what to
Yeah.
do in any way, shape, or form. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think we can all kind of settle back somewhere in,
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
in the middle of
In the
reason. Like,
When I
hey,
think back on
scientists
it-
know what they're talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
but maybe we went a little too far in this panic. That's all.
When I think back on it, there are a lot of parts of the pandemic I really enjoyed. Like people stayed away from me. I didn't have to talk to too many people.
Gas
was great.
prices.
It
Gas
was
prices.
It was great. Gas prices were good.
I could
I really
drive
didn't-
anywhere, anytime,
Yeah.
never run into traffic. The trails were empty. The world was empty. It was
really-
amazing.
It really was.
It was really
other
nice.
than the disease part of it.
Yeah.
It was a good part of my life.
Yeah, your kids were older.
Yeah.
Grocery shopping was awesome because
Yeah.
it was all just adults getting the job done. You have seniors blocking up the whole damn store, or kids running around, like all the,
It would have been shit. Like if we were going through it now, we'd be, oh my God.
You?
With a
Oh,
4
yeah,
and
with 2
2-year-old?
small kids.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And then
Well,
not going to school?
You would just go. You wouldn't have to take them. You would just go. Your wife would send you.
Yeah, you'd be getting a lot of solo time there,
To
bro.
school?
It wouldn't be so bad.
No, to the
Oh, like
grocery
I'd
store.
be
No,
doing
to
that
do
kind of
errands
things.
and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd
But
be
like,
on you. That'd be
just
your job.
Being at home. Oh.
What a twist. COVID, those were the good old days, it turns out.
Yeah.
Nah, the good old days were the
some.
90s.
Appreciate
For
it,
some. Yeah.
90s were the good old days.
I'll take a COVID over hantavirus.
Yeah. That doesn't.
What a
yeah.
wild story that is, man.
I tried to stay away from all the viruses if I could.
But
Well, what?
that hantavirus, that story of them having to live on that boat for the next another 4 weeks or something.
COVID started on cruises also. Cruises are
Yeah.
always like, they're
No.
the canaries in
Started
the
in the
coal
lab,
mine.
man.
COVID started in.
Yeah,
Guy ate a
yes,
bat,
yeah, I
man.
know.
Yeah, very
but-
specific
But,
place.
the early, what I'm
Guy
saying.
fucked
you
a
mean-
bat, and then everybody got
You mean
killed.
Early
spread
episode.
on cruises.
Yeah.
They spread very easily. Yeah, cruise
Don't
ships.
fuck rodents. It's a great
And-
way to start a new disease.
And don't go on cruises.
And fuck rodents.
Don't fuck rodents.
That's a Van Morrison song, Jason, if you didn't know.
Is it? What? No
You
wonder
just
it was
realized what you
shit.
just did. You just realized what you just did, Lou. You just laughed at your own. Yep. All right. Well,
That's a good time to end.
there's a good luck titling this episode.
Buffet, a buffoon.
Don't forget the Biggs and Bar Show. You can get everywhere you get podcasts too. Give that a listen.
It's a wonderful night to fuck a rodent.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hogwash. 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 Hogwash.
Hi, Donovan Woods here.
Hey, it's me, Tom Power.
We're here to tell you about our brand new podcast. It's called The Big Five.
So, Donovan, what is the Big Five?
Yeah, exactly. What is the Big Five? That's what the Big Five is all about. Every week, Tom and I will sit down with a special guest and dive into new topics, debating things like what are the Big Five farm animals, the Big Five types of hat, the Big Five guys named Paul.
Martin, Revere, Mezcal, McCartney, John Paul II.
The debate is settled by a listener from somewhere across the country. It's like a game show.
It is a game show.
The Big Five, available now wherever you get your podcasts.